Chapter 1. Intro: Why Elon Musk Inspires the World. Imagine a man who is told, "You can't do it. It's impossible. Nobody has ever done this before." Now imagine that same man standing up and saying, "Watch me." That man is Elon Musk. Today, Elon Musk is one of the most famous names on Earth. He is the billionaire founder of Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and The Boring Company. He has more than X followers on social media, millions of fans, and the power to move stock markets with a single tweet. But this is not what makes his story special. What makes Elon Musk truly inspiring is that he started as an ordinary boy, with extraordinary dreams. He wasn't born rich. He wasn't handed success. In fact, his life was filled with bullying, failures, rejections, and moments when the world laughed at him. But Elon never stopped believing in one thing. The future belongs to those who are crazy enough to build it. This is not just the story of Elon Musk. This is the story of courage, of risk, of sacrifice, and of never giving up, even when everyone says you should. In this journey, we will walk through Elon's life. His painful childhood in South Africa. His early struggles in America. The businesses that failed before they succeeded. The nights when rockets exploded in the sky. And the mindset that turned rejection into power. By the end of this story, you will not just admire Elon Musk. You will feel the fire inside you, to chase your own impossible dreams. Because Elon Musk is living proof that ordinary people can choose to be extraordinary. So sit back, focus, and let's begin this incredible journey. Chapter 2, The Boy from South Africa. Before the fame. Before the billions. Before the rockets and electric cars. There was just a quiet, awkward boy in Pretoria, South Africa, named Elon. Elon Musk was born in 1971, into a world that didn't understand him. He was introverted, curious, always asking questions, and often lost in thought. He would read for hours, science fiction, encyclopedias, computer manuals. By age 10, he was already programming. By 12, he created his first video game and sold it for $500. But school wasn't a safe place for Elon. He was bullied, brutally. Beaten so badly he was hospitalized. He was the kid no one wanted to sit next to. The boy who didn't fit in. But in Elon's mind, he wasn't in Pretoria. He was on Mars. He was in space. He was imagining the future, while everyone else was stuck in the present. And in those lonely days, he made a decision. One day, he thought, "I will leave this place. I will go to America. That's where I belong." It wasn't just a dream. It was a mission. Because Elon believed that America is where great futures are built. So, at just 17 years old, with almost nothing in his pocket, he packed his bags, left his home, and stepped into the unknown. That was the first great. Chapter 3, A New Life in America. Elon arrived in North America with no safety net. No fame. No money. No connections. He worked hard. He slept on the floor. He ate hot dogs and showered at the YMCA. He did whatever it took, because he wasn't chasing comfort. He was chasing greatness. He studied physics and economics. He asked big questions. What will most impact the future of humanity? And he found 3 answers. The internet, renewable energy, space exploration, three impossible things. Three industries that were dominated by giants. Three dreams that most people would never dare to touch. But Elon? He didn't want to live an easy life. He wanted to build the future, even if it broke him. In the 1990s, while others partied, Elon built his first company, Zip2, a city guide software. He slept in the office and showered at the gym. He coded all night, every night. Eventually, Zip2 was sold for $307 million. Elon's share? $22 million. For most people, that would be enough. Retire. Buy a yacht. Relax. But Elon wasn't most people. He took his money, and started again. Next came X.com, an online bank, which later became PayPal. It changed the way the world moved money. It was fast, risky, and years ahead of its time. When PayPal was sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, Elon walked away with $180 million. Finally rich. Finally secure. And what did he do? He bet it all. Every dollar. On rockets, electric cars, and dreams of Mars. He was laughed at. Called insane. Mocked by the media. But Elon didn't care. Because Chapter 4, From Broke to Billion Dollar Dreams. In the early 2000s, Elon founded SpaceX, to make space travel affordable and reach Mars. And then, he created Tesla, to accelerate the world's shift to sustainable energy. Sounds inspiring, right? But the reality? Everything started going wrong. Rockets exploded. Cars caught fire. Investors pulled out. People quit. The media called him a fraud. His companies were bleeding money. At one point, Elon had to choose: fund Tesla or SpaceX? He didn't have enough for both. But instead of choosing one, he split his remaining money and funded both. He was days away from bankruptcy. He had no salary, no support, no backup plan. And on top of that, his marriage was falling apart. He was under so much pressure, he admitted. "I was sleeping on the factory floor. I thought I was going to die." But he kept going. Why? Because the mission was bigger than the pain. Because the future was worth the sacrifice. And then, in 2008, the fourth SpaceX rocket launched successfully. NASA gave SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. Tesla delivered its first roadsters. Everything changed. From the edge of failure. Emoji, Chapter 5, When Rockets Fail and the World Laughs. Even after the big wins, Elon was never safe. SpaceX rockets still exploded. Tesla stock still crashed. His tweets sparked global scandals. He was called reckless, dangerous, unfit to lead. But Elon never stopped pushing forward. He launched the Falcon Heavy, and the world watched two boosters land back on Earth, perfectly, side by side. Like science fiction. He introduced the Tesla Model S, 3, X, Y, proving that electric cars weren't just clean, they were cool. He built the gigafactories, invented autopilot, launched Starlink, and even started digging tunnels with the Boring Company. And through every failure, one lesson echoed. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Clapperboard emoji, Chapter 6, The Tesla Gamble. Let's talk about Tesla. When Elon took over, most people laughed. A slow, ugly, expensive. But Elon had a vision. Make the best car on the road, and make it electric. It wasn't about saving the environment. It was about making the future better, and making it desirable. He put all his money in. He faced production hell. He fought short sellers who bet against him. But Tesla survived. Then it thrived. Then it changed the auto industry forever. Today, every major car company is chasing Tesla. Why? Because Chapter 7, The Mind of Elon Musk. What makes Elon Musk different? It's not just intelligence. It's relentless curiosity. It's obsession with detail. It's a refusal to accept limits. He doesn't wait for permission. He doesn't fear being wrong. He breaks things, then builds again, better. He reads constantly, sleeps a few hours, works 80 to 100 hours a week, leads multiple billion-dollar companies at once. And still, he asks, how can we do this faster, smarter, cheaper? To Elon, problems are puzzles. And the future is a game worth playing. Chapter 8, What we can learn from Elon. You may never build a rocket. You may never start a car company. You may never become the richest person on earth. But you can learn one thing from Elon Musk. Never let anyone define your limits. Not your school. Not your failures. Not your bank account. Not even your past. Because if Elon's story proves anything, it's this. Ordinary people can choose to be extraordinary. All it takes is belief and action. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't fear what others will say. Start building. Because the future doesn't belong to the critics. It belongs to the creators. If this story sparked...
If you enjoy motivational videos like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for watching.